Now for a few new features in modeling, and let me start with the Decimate Modifier. Here I'm having a very simple model, and I'm decimating it, and I have added a vertex group, which you can see here. Very, very simple, and the Decimate Modifier now can actually handle this. Very simple example with the vertex group, and there's also a factor, so I can globally limit the influence of the vertex group. Why do I show you this? Well, let's take a look at the very same example in 2.74. Oh, it's totally destroyed, and it's really just a vertex group. So let me remove this, and it's back to normal. But if I apply the modifier and take a look at the resulting geometry, we have a lot of very distorted faces here, and that is not cool. Those were happening for the old Decimate Modifier in planar regions. Really, really not so nice. And here in the button we even have a face that's not convex. So that's of course totally not cool, and especially if you want to export your models. So let's see how 2.75 is handling this. Let me first remove the group and then hit apply. And now you see the geometry is a lot cleaner, way less distortion, and on the button the one face that was not convex, it's gone. So way better topology for the Decimate Modifier, way better geometry. It's really, really cool and a nice improvement under the hood. Next, let me show you this sphere here. And I have selected everything, and you all know checker deselect, I guess, which will allow us to deselect every second vertex, for example, or every third. But we now have an option to skip the skipping. So if I select skip, you see now the second row of the is still selected, then once again deselected, and 2 rows selected. This is pretty cool because it allows, for example, allows us to create instant art like you see here. So now for another new feature, and I will demonstrate this with this nice cube. I mean, cubes are really cool, but I'd like some more geometry. So let me go to edit mode and create a loop cut and then slide it. And when I do the sliding, I'd like you to look down here because you will see a new option. So let me create a loop cut first. And then when I'm sliding down here, you see Alt or clamp on. And this clamping basically is the old behavior. It means that I can move or slide this new edge just until I hit a border. But maybe I don't want this, so now let me hit C, and now I can slide across the borders, which is really, really cool. And sometimes you just need this. So also a kind of nice addition. And the next thing I'd like to show you is the new delimiters for select linked. Here I have an option, object with 2 materials, and I guess you all know the select linked feature. I have this vertex here selected, and by hitting L, I can select all the vertices that are linked to it. And in this case, because I have this bridge here, it's of course all vertices of the object. But and I now have the limit options here. So for example, I can hit material, and you see it's stopping now at the border of the material, which is pretty cool. So I can, for example, also go here, hit L, and select all the vertices with this material that are linked to it, which is pretty cool. I can also delimit the selection by seams, or whether an edge or face is marked sharp, or even by UVs. So really, really nice addition to modeling.